badly. I think this is the most important thing we're going to do for about 10 years. I don't think it is like just any other bill. The chairman wants to let 10 bills out on the same subject, evidently. He's willing to do that. And I don't see the point of that. And I think if we were to put 10 bills on the governor's desk, 9 bills on the governor's desk, all doing the same thing, or all on the same topic, addressing the same topic with different answers, we're just abdicating our responsibility and giving him the right of redistricting by himself. So
there was talk about the maps. Are you concerned that there's not maps for all the different proposals?
we haven't seen them. This is the first map I saw, and I was just handed it. I mean, I saw something in the paper this morning, the Pig Trail gerrymander, and that's what we were just handed.
Are there any other maps for any of the other 9 bills yet?
Not that I've seen. This one was laid in front of us during the meeting. It wasn't even in our packet at the beginning of the meeting.
What process do you think should be followed?
I just think it should be a deliberative process, not just be a deliberative process. It would seem to me to be logical to circulate the information, because these are indeed competing bills, more or less. He says, well, they're all a bill, but they're all competing bills. And it just seems like the best course of action would be to let the committee make an educated decision and look at the different proposals. I mean, this is our process. This is really the one thing we get to say grace over. And I don't think we're being as deliberative as we should be.
You guys have had all session to plan for this, though. Why the chaos now? Why didn't y'all hammer some of this stuff out ahead of time? That, hey, what's the process going to be and how are we going to handle it?
I think that would have been appropriate, but I'm not the chair of the committee, and we just finished dealing with constitutional amendments Monday, and I think that was the big thing hanging over. The maps are being drawn. The equipment wasn't made available until how many weeks ago? Only about how many weeks? That been 3? That the equipment, the equipment ready to draw the maps.
I'm just saying, in terms of figuring out the process, why couldn't members of the committee and the chair have already ironed out some of that stuff? I'm not defending what happened. I'm just asking why it wasn't done.
This is my first time to serve on state agencies. I'm a low-ranking member of the committee in terms of seniority. I think the chair had also demonstrated goodwill in the way the constitutional amendments were handled. He was very considerate to all of the committee members. I had no reason to assume that wouldn't be the way we went forward on redistricting.
How would you describe the way the committee's going forward on redistricting?
Not thoughtful. I just don't think this is the way you make good decisions. I saw that map 2 minutes before the discussion began. I was focusing on the bill at the end of the table when the map was delivered to us, and I just don't think that's a good way to draw new district maps, especially one that is such a dramatic change, that moves Fayetteville out of its long-time position in the 3rd district. And I'm not saying I'm not for that, if that's the best of the proposals. But in essence, each map will be like a competing bill. And it just seems short-sighted to vote on something without looking at, it'd be like listening to a bill without hearing all sides.
Do you think it's possible to be more thoughtful, but still get done by April 1st?
Yes, absolutely. I think distributing the maps to the committee and then setting a date for a vote on those maps would be the best way to proceed.